Hello and welcome to a look at Apple's revenue and gross profit over the last decade and what's actually driving the growth today. Apple's revenue has grown from about $216 billion in fiscal 2016 to $416 billion in fiscal 2025, just under double in a decade. The final bar shows the trailing 12 months through Apple's most recent quarter, already at a $451 billion run rate, ahead of the full fiscal 2025 total. Gross profit has grown even faster than revenue, from about $84 billion in fiscal 2016 to $195 billion in fiscal 2025, more than doubling. That's because gross margin itself expanded along the way, from 39% of revenue to nearly 47%. The trailing 12-month figure is already at $216 billion, with margin taking up to almost 48%. On a trailing 12-month basis, Apple's gross margin of about 48% is solid for a hardware company, but it still trails the software and ad-driven giants Meta at 82%, Nvidia at 75% thanks to AI chip pricing power, Microsoft at 68%, and Alphabet at 62%. Tesla, as a capital-intensive manufacturer, sits at the other end around 18%. Apple's margin profile sits between hardware and software, higher than almost any other physical product company, but structurally below businesses that sell software and advertising at near zero marginal cost. Walking through where the growth and margin gains are actually coming from: services momentum from the App Store and subscriptions, iPhone pricing and mix shift toward Pro models, custom silicon cutting component costs, wearables and new categories like Vision Air adding incremental high-margin revenue, and supply chain diversification helping offset tariff and currency headwinds. To sum up, Apple's revenue has nearly doubled over the last decade, and gross profit has grown even faster because margin itself expanded from about 39% to nearly 47%. Even so, Apple's margin still trails software and advertising-driven peers like Meta, Nvidia, and Microsoft, which reflects its fundamentally hardware-centric business model. Please pause here and review the disclaimer before making any decisions based on this presentation.